Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have Luke Bryan. First country music guest? First country music guest.
I believe so.
First country music guest on the show. We're breaking some barriers.
We recorded that song with Walker Wheeler.
That's true.
We did record that song, Walker
Thursday
Wheeler,
night
that's
football.
not. He's a parody of a country. You know, this is a real bona fide country music star. So first for everything, very fun interview. Dude just knows how to name songs straight up. We have Woj, free Woj, hashtag free Woj trending. Woj got suspended. We have Bubble Trouble, Who's Back of the Week, and a Monday reading. And it's brought to you all by the Cash App. Pardon My Take is always brought to you by the Cash App. Not only is it the easiest place to send money to your friends, it's the safest, especially now that no one is using cash anymore. It's never been safer to send and receive cash because of our friends at the Cash App. It's the number one social distancing app. It's the number one app for us just in general. We ranked it that. And, of course, when you download the Cash App, enter the referral code BARSTOOL, you'll get $10 for free. Go buy yourself I don't know, get yourself some, don't buy yourself a drink. No, buy yourself a drink.
A beer.
But stand away from people.
Yeah, go buy yourself
2 beers.
Get an outdoor beer.
Outdoor beer, stand away from people, and you can do it with the Cash App, and they will also send $10 to the ASPCA, so you're doing some good, and you're also getting $10 for free. Download the Cash App from the App Store, Google Play Store today, and get involved with the Cash App. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code BARSTOOL. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Monday, July 13th. This Woj thing is so fucking annoying.
Yeah, well,
That's all I got.
So he's suspended, and what's interesting is, like, how do you suspend a guy whose job it is to just, like, spread information? Is he not allowed? Is Woj, like, is he muzzled? Can he not tell us?
No, he can't tweet.
He's not allowed on Twitter?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's part of the suspension. I assume it's a Bobby Bowden, old school Bobby Bowden first quarter suspension. Like, hey, let's let our star quarterback, he can't play for the first drive against Furman in September.
Yeah.
That's kind of suspension.
So
like, Woj didn't get suspended by ESPN. He went to ESPN. He's like, here's how long I will allow you to suspend me.
I'll put it this way. If we enter, like, week 2 in the bubble and Dwight Howard's anaconda kills him in his sleep, is Woj allowed to tweet that out in the morning, or does he have to sit on it and wait for Ari Abraham to steal it from him?
I think he's I think he's going to be suspended for like 2 days. I think he'll be back in 2 days.
Listen,
the whole thing
you can't
so
stop a bird from singing. You can't stop a rattlesnake from rattling. You can't stop Woj from dropping Woj bombs.
It's the worst type of
it sucks
it's
that
the worst element of, like, the internet, where everyone just yelling at each other, and no one actually cares about any of this shit, but they're all grandstanding to care about it. Mm-hmm. So it's like the what about China, and then also being like, well, Woj should be suspended, but the whole thing sucks. I don't know. He just said "fuck you." He should have said "fuck you." That was a dumb thing to do.
It's kind of a hilarious thing to do.
It was hilarious,
saying
but
"fuck
he was
you" in an email is a hilarious thing to do.
He was getting trolled, and he let himself get trolled.
It showed that his skin is a little bit too thin.
He got trolled.
So it would have been one thing if he replied "fuck you" to any congressman or senator that sent him, like, a direct question. That's always hilarious, to cuss at a senator. I think we can all agree on that, regardless of the party. I know that Hank wouldn't cuss. Would you cuss at AOC?
Sure. Which one?
Okay, the senator or the congressperson?
The one at DePaul? Is he at DePaul?
Creighton.
That's right. But what I'm saying
no
is,
to
like,
either.
No to either. Good take. So you could respond.
Just
you
to
could cuss
AOC in general.
directly.
If you have the initials AOC, I'd rather die with you.
There you go. You could reply to any email directly sent to you by saying "fuck you," and saying "fuck you" to people is always cool.
Right.
But when you reply to like a chain PR email that got sent to like 500 other people on the listserv with a "fuck you," that's just bad email management.
Well, but Woj is an idiot for getting trolled, but also the fucking rat snitch being like, "Look what Woj said to me." That's also lame.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a fucking lame ass move by that.
The reality is, everybody in the world, or at least in the United States right now, is a huge fucking hypocrite,
and they're all narcs and they're losers.
Because you know what I'm typing on right now? I'm typing on a computer. I'm typing on a phone that was probably assembled in communist China, in one of those buildings that they have to put nets on the outside to prevent people from jumping off to their death. It sucks. It's just like that's the environment that we're in. And right now, Verbal Meme, NBA on TNT, they're doing the Jordan Peele sweat thing. All the sweat's pouring down because they're like, I hope nobody asks us about China.
Well, and also the weird part about this is not – I could kind of understand if you want to be like LeBron might be a little bit of a hypocrite for like completely shutting down the like, let's not talk about China. We make a lot of money. Woj doesn't talk about politics. He just reports the news.
In fact, Woj smashed that like button on Daryl Morey's tweet back like 8 months ago. You remember that? When Daryl Morey was the one that brought this all to light?
Yes.
Woj smashed the like button on that, indicating that he was supporting what Daryl Morey was saying. So, like, yeah, Woj probably should not have replied to this email with "fuck you." And
it probably felt good, though.
It probably felt good in the moment that he sent it, because it's always good to tell somebody to fuck off. But now he's just, I guess, Shams is just taking over the world.
Yeah,
I
think Schefter's going to sneak in here too, because the ESPN is probably Schefter probably called up Jimmy Pitaro and was like, "Hey, heard Woj suspension. I'm ready."
No, this is Ari's time to shine. Ari Abraham, I know you've been laying low for the last year. Now's your time, buddy. I'm also willing to donate Leroy's account to Woj if you need a burner, Woj. You can break news under Leroy's account. I got no problem with that.
I think he's going to be suspended for like 24 hours. He's going to be back breaking news on Tuesday.
Well, how can you suspend a person who's just like reporting news?
Right. It's the whole thing. And now people are just replying to everyone being like, well, what about this? Shut the fuck up. Everyone's a fucking dork.
Right. Everyone's a dork. You don't actually care about this shit.
No one cares about any of it.
Yes, no one cares.
They're trying. It is the worst type of internet. Everyone's trying to win an argument and like run up the score on each other, and no one actually cares about what they're arguing. They just want points.
Right. You
want
points. You don't give a shit about the Muslims in China.
Dude.
Like, you should care about them. People should care. In fact, I would say like a senator should care about them, but most people that are getting mad about this don't actually give a shit about that.
They're all dorks. And there's a new level of internet that I've seen pop up recently that is really pissing me off. It's the solution to every issue is just start a Patreon or a subscription list. Some guy was like, if Woj got 1% of his followers to sign up for an email list, he would have 30,000 people, and all paying $5 a month would be like $1.8 million. Like, dude, do you know that there's more to it than just being like, let me break news to fucking 20,000 people via an email listserv?
Right.
There's more involved than just like when shit goes wrong being like, you know what? Let's do a subscription service.
I do like the idea, though, of Woj becoming a business like Bloomberg Terminals, and just like installing Woj terminals at every sports media company in the world, where like you pay $50 a month to get one terminal where one person can log in and see what the news is, and then you're allowed to break it with credit to Woj.
Everyone's brain is broken now by Patreon putting the actual amount of money that you make every month.
Yeah.
So people just log on to Patreon. They're like, that guy's making $15,000 a month. What? And not even counting any of the overhead, any of the costs, taxes, Patreon fee, anything. They're just like, damn, dude, it's the like email listservs are literally the future.
Yeah. So Billy, would you like to apologize to President Xi of China? Because you've been going after him a lot. We don't want to get in trouble on this show. A lot of our listeners are.
We disavowed China a while ago.
We did.
I'm staying disavowing on China.
Here's what we did: was we took the South China Sea back from China. On Pardon My Take. But I'm just curious, like you, I don't want you to get canceled, Billy.
Dude, I hate Xi Jinping. Dude,
Okay. Nice.
fuck Xi Jinping.
Okay, wait. Remember, we weren't going to let Billy talk for the first 20 minutes
Billy,
of the show.
We agree with your sentiment, but you can't use that type of language, so we're going to need you to write an apology letter to Xi Jinping.
Yeah. Yep.
or else you're suspended from doing whatever it is.
Either way, we just sports. Yeah, whatever.
de Blasio.
Cooking us hot dogs sometimes. We just need sports back.
We
People
do.
are just running around, just being losers all day on the internet.
So speaking of losers on the internet, there was like a big open letter gate last week.
Oh my God, I loved it.
And this,
I loved every
this
second
is
of it.
maybe the thing I hate the most about the internet, but like I can't stop looking at, is people getting mad at the most inconsequential shit. So on like Monday or Tuesday of last week, there were a bunch of people that signed an open letter. First of all, open letters are. If you sit down and you write an open letter, I don't ever want to talk to you. I don't ever want to look you in the eye.
I assume that in between writing your open letter, you are just farting into your cupped hand and sniffing it all day long.
Yeah, so the internet got open lettered actually.
Mm-hmm.
So in Harper's, first of all, I don't give a shit what Harper. I don't know what Harper's is, but there was an open letter
Harper's
saying
Bazaar?
like
You have to go to an Ivy League school to know what that is.
There was an open letter
It's like
saying
the Skull and Crossbones or whatever.
we should not discourage open conversation in this country, which I'm sure everyone is on board with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had like 3 days nonstop of people getting mad about the letter in Harper's, and people like going at Harper's and trying to cancel Harper's. It's like nobody gives a shit about Harper's. If you don't work in New York media, you don't give a fuck about Harper's.
I don't even know what it is.
I still don't know what Harper's is, and I care less about it now than I did last week. And then you had the people that wrote the open letter getting mad and then writing another open letter. Then there was a counter open letter.
Yes. It was an open letter off.
It was an open letter off. And I just have a theory that everybody involved in this feud is going to die 20 years prematurely because they stay so mad.
Yeah,
and
right
so
up in
online.
their neck. My favorite part about the response letter was a bunch of people signed it but redacted their signature, which is just the exact opposite of what a signature is.
Yeah, you know what the first open letter was? The Declaration of Independence, and John Hancock put his name front and center on that.
Should have redacted that shit.
On his Festival of Ideas letter.
Actually, he should have.
He did get canceled.
They should have all redacted it.
Well, they all got canceled.
Yeah, right.
I think if you look at the stats of the people that signed the Declaration, I think like
Canceled.
90% of them got permanently canceled by King George.
Okay.
And may I just add, when will Roger Goodell disavow England and their tyrannical approach to Northern Ireland?
It's a fact.
And England oversaw Hong Kong for a long time.
Also true.
My people in Hong Kong, my protesters.
Also true, yes. We should. So we're done being mad at the internet. The internet's stupid. No, Billy, you can't talk for 20 minutes. Let's talk about something funnier. Ben Simmons literally can't throw a fish into the ocean. I don't know if it was an ocean, it more is like a pond. But if you missed this clip, Ben Simmons caught a fish down in Epcot and tried to throw it back, and he missed the water. He hit the ground.
He hit the deck.
He hit the deck.
Now it banked in though.
It did bank in.
Banks are open.
How he doesn't say like, "Yo, let's reshoot that real quick." Like we can't put that one out. But that was incredible. We also Bubble Trouble. We have the first account of someone saying, "I've been invited to the bubble." So a female tweeted out that she's already been invited to the bubble.
Do we not want to say her name or?
We can.
Is it
That's
somebody
fine.
that we know already?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it then.
No.
So,
It's just a Twitter account, and her pinned tweet. Oh, hold on, let me play her pinned tweet. It's actually it's very funny, and the reason why she got invited to the bubble. Let's just say it might not have been because she's wants to like talk about the issues in China. Her name's @UglyAnna.
Okay.
A gamer tag.
Is she snacking?
This is her pinned tweet.
I can't believe I used to wear dresses. Look at how fat and stupid my ass looks.
She's just showing her ass, being like, how stupid, fat my ass
So
is.
she's officially been invited in.
She said that. Yes.
So,
Very healthy.
Yeah, she's going to be quarantined for like 3 months with everyone.
I guess so.
There should just be one woman invited.
Whoa. What are you asking for?
No, I'm just saying.
Now you're getting in weird
No,
territory.
I'm saying like
here, dude.
one single
right
woman
and then
invited.
I don't understand what happens to that one.
No, just all the guys
woman.
would actually compete against each other in today's NBA, where you're too used to everyone teaming up and being best friends. Yeah, they'd start to play defense again.
20 minutes haven't been up.
No, it'd be good for competition.
The Bubble Trouble. We're in Bubble Trouble. I don't know. I'm feeling somewhat optimistic that things are going to work out. I don't know.
It's also interesting seeing the players for the first time really experience the quarantine like most of America experienced it, because most of these players, they've got these huge houses or nice facilities to go work out in, all that stuff. They were never really confined to their living rooms like a lot of America was. Now they're in this bubble, and they're in these hotel rooms, and they are getting their first taste of it, and they're experiencing it exactly like we did. Like, I saw one player being like, hey, if this tweet gets 50,000 retweets, I'll shotgun a beer on live stream.
That was JJ Redick?
Yeah, it was JJ. So, like, that's exactly what we all went through for that first week. They're going to be, like, loving Zoom meetings.
I also am very excited for the journalists who have now gone into quarantine being like, pray for me. I have to be sitting in this room for seven days straight. What are you doing? Stop.
I would go if I was asked to the bubble. Do you think that would be good for ratings to have just me as a bubble correspondent in there for like?
No, it would
for 3
suck.
months.
No, it would
3
suck.
months.
It's kind of fun.
No,
3 months.
It would suck.
One woman only. What's her name? Ugly.
It would be fine. I think the players can do. I think the players are going to be able to do whatever they want. I think the journalists are going. Yeah, we're talking about going as journalists, not as players. Yes, let me take that back, Hank. I would definitely go as a player. I would go play in the NBA if allowed. Mm-hmm. We're talking about being as journalists. I think they're going to be very strict with them.
Yeah, they are. I think for me, like after maybe a month and a half, I start to look pretty good to a lot of the players.
Yeah, Mark Stein's tweet was like depressing. He said after an even 120 nights in a row at home, personal record, 7 consecutive days in quarantine without leaving the room starts later this evening.
Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, so pray for our journalist friends who are 7 days in a row, who are then going to get all the interviews and all the podcast downloads. So shut the fuck up.
I've also heard that.
Shout out to Paul Millsap too. He doesn't have a window in his room.
Oh my god!
So
really?
Wait, that's illegal.
Yeah,
fire hazard.
You can't have a bedroom with no window.
Not the code.
I lived in a bedroom with no window.
It's called a closet.
And it was illegal.
Yeah,
I remember that cribs you did.
Well, it's Florida. Who knows?
That's going to fuck with his circadian rhythms. He's not going to know when it's morning.
All messed
up. He better get a sun lamp pronto.
It is funny that all the journalists are like, man, this is going to be so tough. And they then get every single story for the next 3 months.
It's going to be nice.
For a league they cover.
It's going to be nice.
Job.
Imagine if you had like young kids at home and somebody was like, hey, would you like to go live in Orlando for 3 months away from your young children? And you're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be tough. Sorry, babe, I got to go. Work calls 3 months away.
Sit
Sorry,
in this hotel room and
I got to go hang out by the
service
pool
every single day. All right, so we had that. We have UFC Fight Island. Thoughts? Seem pretty good.
The
title fight stunk.
The title fight it's the Mayweather fight. Usman's fucking Mayweather, where he's just boring. And he stomps. He foot stomps.
Holloway got robbed.
He did get robbed. My entire thoughts on the evening are fuck ESPN Plus. It's the worst app in the history of the world. Every time there's a fight, this is what happens. Every single time. I buy it on my phone. Doesn't work on my phone. I try to log in on my computer. Doesn't work on my computer. I try to log back in on my computer.
Dude, I told you.
I have to buy it again on my computer.
What did I say?
Then I've got 2 receipts in my emails for purchasing this fucking fight. Then I log back into my phone. Still doesn't work. Then I get it on my computer. Then I'm finally able to put it on AirPlay.
The same account everywhere?
I do. It's the same
account. Why don't you just log in on your TV?
It's because it's not on my TV.
You don't have a smart TV?
I do have a smart TV, but I'm dumb.
You definitely have it on your TV.
No, I don't.
Yes,
It's an LG. There's no app for ESPN Plus on my TV.
No, you download the ESPN app.
There's no app for ESPN on my TV.
Yes, there is. There's 100% an app. If you watch Netflix
every time there's a fucking
and Amazon
fight,
Prime, you have an app for ESPN on your TV.
Every time there's a fight, it takes me 45 minutes, and I end up buying it twice.
I'm with you. I'm the one who initially was like, just give me a button, old school pay-per-view, but there's an app for ESPN on your TV.
I don't think that there is, because I've looked high and low.
Do you watch Amazon Prime?
I watch Amazon Prime.
Do you watch Netflix?
Yes.
Do you watch Hulu?
Yes.
There's absolutely an app for ESPN on your TV.
I haven't found it yet.
You can download it.
I deleted it after Woj replied, "Fuck you" to the senator. I thought that was highly inappropriate, so I'm not supporting them anymore.
Yeah, Fight Island. It was good to talk about sports. The title fight did suck.
Also, Aldo getting like I'm all for guys punching each other in the face, but that Aldo I had to look away. That fight was disgusting.
Yeah, and then he just popped up. He looked fine.
It was probably a minute. The fight was stopped.
The camera angle, too, was brutal.
Yes.
In his face, just watching him die.
They could have stopped that fight a minute earlier, and it still would have been 30 seconds too late.
Usman, though, foot stomping. I mean, that
should be illegal.
It should be. It's more like just a pride thing, dude. Like, beat someone without stomping their toes in.
Right. It's
He's like, I'm going to stub your toes to death.
Like, they outlawed the fish hook for the same reason.
Right.
It just sucks to have it done.
It did feel like a Mayweather fight where you're watching and you're rooting for Masvidal and you're like, oh, if he can just catch him once, and just never happened because Usman's just a beast and was able to just wear him down. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. The end, I think UFC's, like, the way it's different than a Mayweather fight or a big boxing pay-per-view is the undercard is always going to be worth it. There'll always be some big fights. But it does always suck being awake at like 2 a.m. and having the big title fight suck. And you're just like, well, okay. And then a bunch of people tweeting you like, dude, I can't believe you spent money on that.
Yeah.
Not all of us can't figure out how to stream shit illegally. And also we want to support our friends.
Or stream shit legally.
Mm-hmm.
They should have Usman and Khabib fight and McGregor and Masvidal fight.
Yes.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Facts.
I hate it when they
the
match
same
up a
fight
grappler
as
with a
McGregor
boxer.
and
Yeah.
Khabib.
Yep.
Sucks.
Yeah, but at least Khabib, when he grapples someone, he just basically terminates them.
Yes.
He doesn't grapple him to wear him down. He's like, I'm going to tap you out and fuck you up.
I'm going to put my shoulder through your face.
Right,
I'm not just
exactly.
going to like lay on top of you.
I'm going to
for a while.
break every bone in your body.
Shout out Thug Rose.
Yes.
What a fucking cool name that is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If your name was Thug, is there any chance that you would not go by Thug?
If your name was Thug?
Yeah, she goes. I would go by Thug Rose, not
Right.
just Rose.
Wait, if your name was, say it again. If your
Thug
name was
Rose.
Thug, yeah.
She
Her
doesn't-
name's Rose.
She needs to imply more heavily that her name is Thug.
Right. Wait, but her name's Rose.
I think her name's Thug Rose.
No, her name's Rose.
I thought her name was Thug Rose.
No, her name's Rose, and Thug is her nickname. Thug
Okay.
Rose is her nickname.
That makes a lot more sense. I was like, her name's.
PFT. This is a very like you're talking to my dad last like 5 minutes.
The point
This
is,
Thug girl is pretty cool.
the point is,
I couldn't download it, but man.
and then the sound cut out on the fucking live stream, and then every 3 minutes it would revert back to the minimal size video, and I'd have to get up, walk across the room, and hit the full screen button again.
How is this person named Thug?
Well, I know what I'm going to name my daughter now.
Thug.
Actually, no, we don't say the T word anymore.
Yeah, Posse Rose.
P
word.
No,
you don't say the
No,
P word.
you don't say the P word either.
we say
What
Entourage
did he
Rose.
say he was trying to
Entourage.
say? I wasn't trying to say thugs. I was trying to say like.
Oh, Slug Rose. Slug Rose. Yeah.
Slug Rose.
Yeah, John Bayline. Yeah, Slug Rose. She's acting like a slug out
Yeah.
there. All right, let's do Who's Back of the Week. Before we do that, PFT, you have an ad real quick?
I do. We talked about this on Friday. I got a lot of tweets about it. I actually partook in this particular brand over the weekend. It's our good friends over at 3Chi. It's 3Chi. It's the leader in hemp-derived cannabinoid products. All products are formulated by biochemists, so I'm going to cut to the chase and tell you what 3Chi is and what it does. It's a product that's made from hemp, and it makes you feel like it is the real thing. I'm not talking about the CBD. I'm not talking about, some of the stuff that you might have ordered before that might take the edge off a little bit. This stuff makes you feel really, really good. All products are made in the USA with USA-grown hemp. So they use this thing called Delta 8 THC. It's different from Delta 9. Delta 9 is what you have if you just smoke mids, if you smoke KB, if you smoke something nice. You're smoking Delta 9 THC. This is Delta 8, so it's a little bit different because it's federally legal. Their effects are a perfect hybrid of CBD and Delta 9, giving it a similar buzz, and you get all the medicinal effects of the Delta 9 without the laziness, without the anxiety, without the paranoia, and no mental fogginess. Delta 8 users feel far more active and outgoing with increased confidence and almost none of the anxiousness and paranoia associated with Delta 9 usage. I had one of their gummies. In fact, I'll just say this. Be careful. Maybe start out with half a gummy the first time that you do it before you figure out exactly how it's going to hit you. I had one of their gummies on Friday night. Felt great. Had an awesome night's sleep. Really enjoyed my evening. Delta 8 is a federally legal version of THC, and it's the perfect substitute for anyone using Delta 9 who wants that same great feeling without the negative side effects. And 3Chi isn't just the best in the Delta 8 industry. They invented the industry. Their Delta 8 is 100% hemp-derived, so again, it's federally legal, and it's available online at 3Chi. That's the number 3, CHI.com, and at select retailers around the country. You have to be 21 to buy it, and that's for good reason. Got to make sure that you know how it hits you. Not for kids. This is the real deal. 3chi.com. 3chi.com. And let them know that we sent you, please. They're giving you guys a discount of 5% off. It's not 5%, by the way, is a great deal on this stuff because they don't normally do any discounts. Use promo code PMT at checkout. Get 5% off, okay? Promo code PMT at checkout. Get 5% off your order at 3, that's the number 3, chi.com.
Okay, let's do Who's Back of the Week. Hank, why don't you start?
My Who's Back of the Week is Cake.
Cake.
The band.
Cake.
Going the
Cake,
distance.
Cake.
What, how so?
There was a tweet, talk about really stupid shit that people were talking about online.
But this is good stupid shit.
This was like the stupidest shit, but it's like one of those things where it's like you go off your phone for a day, all of a sudden everyone's talking about cake. There was a video that started from Tasty where it was a video titled These Are All Cakes. It's like a 3-minute video, and it's just all, you should watch it if you haven't. It's just all these, it looks like a crock, it looks like a, like a science set, It looks like a bar of soap.
It blew my mind.
Cakes.
It looks like a laptop, like it looks like a head.
And they're just sneaking cakes into everything.
And it's just cake, so then everyone convinced themselves that, maybe the world is just a giant cake.
I like
the Matrix, the cake
Yes.
tricks.
I like this.
So we're all just one giant piece of cake.
Okay.
That's
So
that's
cake
a
is
good
back.
way to look at the world,
Cake
isn't
is
it?
delicious.
Cupcakes are
but
shaking in their boots.
It did fuck me up for a little bit. Like I just look around and you have to wonder: is that cake? Is this desk a piece of cake? Am I made of cake?
No,
because
this desk is from Wayfair. It's
okay,
it's bringing
it's
children
got,
to us.
But
Yes.
so it's pizza.
Yes,
this
right.
desk is
Right.
pizza, not
Right.
cake.
Yeah.
Got it.
But everything else
It's
is
a pie.
cake. It's actually the whole world is just Wayfair products with children abducted and cake.
Okay,
It's one or the other.
we
It's a binary system.
I checked the PMT assignment desk that I built because that was purchased off Wayfair. No kids. No kids.
We need sports back so
I
bad,
know.
man. We're so online. It's so bad.
The world's going insane.
It's so fucking bad.
That said, I guarantee you
There's
those cakes.
nothing to do.
They looked awesome, but I guarantee you they taste like shit.
Oh yeah, because they have to use like the different sugar, right, to make it like the hard sugar and stuff.
Yes,
It sucks.
It's a complete waste of cake.
Right. It's like what was the show? Cake Boss. He made some good cakes, but he also made some cakes where it was like, this cake looks incredible, but it tastes like shit.
I'm gonna make a cake that looks exactly like a cake, and it's gonna be fucking bonkers.
So good.
It's
What
gonna
about
be
a cake that
delicious.
looks like a pie?
Ooh, that's
That
good
would be
too.
cool. That'd be a mind fuck.
What if the world was just like one big cherry cordial, and so the center, the core of the earth, is just like liquid goodness?
That would be good as well.
So that was one of the,
Were any
that
of
was
them
like-
ice cream cakes?
I'll give you a verbal meme of an actual meme, but it was like an astronaut looking at the world getting cut in half as a cake, and he had a speech bubble that said, "The world is cake," and then there was another astronaut behind him with a gun that said, "It's been cake the whole time."
Oh. But he's going to shoot him.
'Cause
he's
he
gonna
found out.
But he's going to shoot a cake.
Who's the guy behind him?
With a cake gun.
Who knows?
That gun isn't even loaded,
So
dude.
the second
It just
astronaut
has-
is the baker. He's like the one that designed it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
God is a baker.
Damn. Okay. This is...
Colin Coward's an atheist.
We're high, but it's good. All right, what is your Who's Back of the Week PFT?
My Who's Back of the Week. Yeah, I do feel high right now. My Who's Back of the Week is taxes.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, taxes are due on Wednesday. I almost forgot, too. So I made a
In
note.
this economy,
In this economy, taxes are back, Hank.
How?
So we got a delay. And when they gave us... Oh, wait. No, because they got delayed, but now we can get our extension.
Oh, yeah. No, I always
yeah,
get my extension,
okay.
but is our extension delayed, or is it October 15th?
I think the extension's delayed, but don't quote me on that.
Shit.
But do you really want to be paying taxes in December
Yeah.
or during football playoffs?
Future me.
When you're down a lot of money
Future
gambling?
me. Yeah, that's a tax write-off.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Perfect.
Good point. So, yeah,
Gambling's legalized.
taxes are back big time.
Nope, Billy, you're almost up.
Not yet, Billy.
All right, my Who's Back of the Week is Supermarket Sweep. It's on Netflix. I guess it had been on Netflix or one of these apps for a while, but
ESPN
it's
Plus.
on Netflix
So no one
now.
can figure out how to watch it.
And it's such a fucking throwback and awesome. You should, if you don't remember it because you're too young, watch it. It's a hilarious show set in a supermarket. It's pretty much exactly how it sounds.
It's like guys' grocery games in standard definition.
Right, but it's also funny watching like the very relatable moments of like one of the guys. Like they bring down 3 teams of 2 and trying to find stuff in a grocery aisle which is the hardest thing in the world. But then in front of cameras and with a buzzer and a timer, and then they have to go through with the carts and everything. It's a great game. It's also just weird seeing like the hair and the fashion. Throwback to like the 90s. It's a different planet. Simpler time.
What was the game where they just sent you through a supermarket and whatever you could fit in your cart you got to keep?
That's Supermarket Sweep.
Okay, so that's the
you
award for the winner.
At the end, you try to get as much as you can. You can fill your cart, then you can bring it back and get a new cart, and you try to get the biggest grocery bill.
Okay.
But you can only take 5 of one item, and you can't spill anything.
I would just go for the cologne.
Well,
the cologne in grocery store is like so overpriced, but you can get a shitload of it into
it's
your
like
bag.
hams, the cheeses, the ground coffee, some of the nuts. You know,
I would just take my shopping
caviar.
cart and go to a Whole Foods and then come back and be like, look at this fucking bill.
Diapers. There's a whole strategy behind it, but it's a great show.
Filet mignons, the big filet mignons.
There you go. All right, Bill, you can talk now. So who's back?
Who's back of the week? I'm gonna go with bats.
Okay.
Yeah, bats cause corona, and I'm also dealing with a bat problem. So I might die of rabies in 5 months unless I figure this out.
Please.
Wait, so why might you die of rabies? Have you been bitten?
No, so like last
How do you
night
know you have a bat?
I found a bat in my house. And
Why don't you kill it?
In your barn.
I chased
Don't
it.
say
it's-
your house.
It's a barn. So I was running around like trying to find this bat because I went to my neighbor's house to get a tennis racket, and I came back to kill the bat, and then the bat was gone. So I couldn't find the bat. It was
Also,
hiding somewhere.
Billy doesn't kill animals.
And
he
he
rehomes
knows, the bat
them.
knows your reputation with.
Did you leave the door open?
There was a window open, but then my basement, the whole thing flooded. My whole
because of the bat?
No, because of the tropical storm, my barn flooded, and then the bat was flying around, and it was just like a whole situation. So anyway, after all this chasing the bat, I couldn't find the bat in the house, so I went to sleep. But turns out you're not supposed to do that because the bat can bite you in your sleep, and you don't know if
You're
get bit by a
sleeping
bat.
in the flood?
No, I have a raised bed now. I took the mattress off the floor.
Congrats.
Yeah, so
That's a big step in any young man's life.
Yes.
Is the second that you get a bed frame and like maybe even a box spring.
yeah, so then the flood didn't get me.
So why are you wearing the Vibram shoes? Billy's wearing the
toe
shoes,
shoes
the
right
toe
now.
shoes that early CrossFitters and weird
Weird dads. Billy,
Bald dad.
Yeah.
kayakers
That
and mountain
bike ride.
climbers.
If you can see Billy right now, hit from the waist up, he looks like he's ready to start the second Civil War with his Hawaiian shirt, and from the waist down,
It's a part of
he
my-
looks like he's ready to catch that fucking Roadrunner.
Those shoes, the Vibrams that you're wearing, the toe shoes, you basically are saying like, I live in the suburbs, but I'm committed to living an extreme outdoor life from 2 o'clock to 5 every Saturday.
I have rabies.
Okay, so why are you wearing the shoes? Is
Well,
it
I
poor
put them on
decision-making?
Friday, and then I haven't taken them off since. 'Cause
That's
you don't
weird.
have to.
That is weird. You've been
You
wearing.
don't have to.
Yeah,
You
should.
shower with them?
Yeah, and that
So you-
cleans them off.
No,
And
Billy,
you walk through your flooded basement and then just get in a bed with them?
No, I spray them down with the hose.
The
and I
outside.
dry them off.
And you wear them to bed.
Yes, he
you
sleeps
can
in
sleep
those.
in them.
Yeah, you can, but you can do a lot of.
You can sleep in anything.
Billy, you can go chug a gallon of antifreeze
You know
if you
what?
want
You
to.
know what?
Well, no, you can't. No.
I'm sick and tired
We
of
have
these
an impressionable
expectations
audience.
of society. Like, have to
You are
wear these
physically
shoes,
capable
you got this.
of chugging antifreeze.
What?
You shouldn't. I'm saying there's a lot of things that you can do, but like sleeping in wet shoes.
They weren't
Wet
I-
Vibrams.
And then earlier, before the show, you were like, I'm going to stream all night tonight because I got to catch this bat. And I was
Yeah.
curious how streaming Call of Duty is going to help.
No, I'm
catch
gonna.
the bat.
I gotta stay up all night to find this bat.
But you're going to
make
be
sure.
focused on the
Well,
game.
It's
Right.
either I'm gonna see the bat flying around my like I'm gonna be playing and then the bat's gonna fly around.
And then
like,
you're gonna
oh
pause
shit, there's
it?
a bat. Yeah, then I'm gonna pause the game and catch the bat because if I catch the bat, then I can test the bat for rabies, so I don't have to get a bunch of shots in my stomach.
You got to watch that one scene
No,
from
I'm
Black
not
Sheep.
gonna catch it. I'm gonna kill it, but you can't. Something about testing.
How are you going to test this bat
Post-
for rabies?
post-
call you call the housing commission or something.
Yeah, and they're going to be like, sure thing, Billy Football. We'll be right out to test your bat.
No,
with
you
rabies.
take the bat to the thing.
You know what they're
going
to do? They're going to show up. They're going to take the bat and they're going to kill it in the back of their van.
I'm going to kill the bat. You can't crush the bat's skull, or
You're
you
gonna
can't
get
find out
your
if it has
barn
rabies.
seized.
Oh my god!
All right, Billy, here's what you do. You open up your refrigerator and you turn all the lights off in the house. And the bat will be attracted to the light.
That's moths.
Have you thought about dressing up as Joker?
I actually might turn into Batman.
That would be a sick way to do the stream.
Yeah.
Best dress up like Joker the whole time and be like,
creeps me out.
come on out,
that's
Batman.
creepy. No, the whole Joker thing's not. The Joker isn't like funny anymore, or, like cute. It's just kind of everyone's just taking it.
Well, he's got mental
so
issues,
fucked up.
right?
Like, why do we
talk
fuck
about
up
that
the
now.
Joker?
Well, then why don't you be the Jack Nicholson version of the Joker?
That one's fucked up
Be
too.
Mr. Penguin.
Not really.
Oh yeah, be Mr.
Oh
Penguin.
yeah, or the
Okay,
Riddler.
that one isn't that.
Yeah.
bad. The Riddler's. I mean,
Bane.
That's a
Be
lot of
Bane.
planning.
You love masks.
I
and all
love
that
Bane.
shit.
Oh, I'd be Bane.
All right, so be Bane.
Where is the bat?
There we go. Perfect. You got the voice.
Warzone.
Keep going. Give us something else.
Nobody cared who I was until I put on these shoes.
That was
Billy.
me who said that.
Yeah, that was Billy.
Billy.
All right, let's get to our interview. We got Luke Bryan coming up in a minute. But before we do that, Whoop. Whoop is a fitness wearable that provides you daily insights on the performance of your sleep, how recovered your body is, and how much exertion you put on your body. Whether you're looking to lose a few pounds, training for an event, or just plain feel better, Whoop can help you on your journey with personalized, actionable data each day. They even have gaming as an activity, so I can put it on when I'm playing with Coach Doug's. You can see what impact that has on your heart rates. Whoop has been all over the news lately. The PGA Tour procured more than what the hell? I'm getting a FaceTime call. Nope. Whoop has been all over the news lately. The PGA Tour procured more than 1,000 straps to help the golfers, caddies, and staff stay on top of their health. Whoop uses respiratory rate to help members potentially identify illnesses like COVID-19 before they might start feeling symptoms. So Whoop gives you 24/7 data on your activities, but it's also a fun way to get competitive with your friends and family. I love my Whoop. I can see how well I'm doing with sleeping. I can see how well I'm doing if I'm working out, and see if I need to take an off day or a day where I wake up and I have 95% recovery. And it's like, boom, now you got to hit it. Now you have no excuse. That's what Whoop does. It's awesome. And you can sign up right now and compete against Billy Football, because Billy Football has his Whoop and he is tracking every single piece of data every single day. So sign up right now. If you beat Billy Football, you can win $250 of merch. Use the code COMM, C-O-M-M, dash B-Stool on the app. Billy's got a strap back on his wrist and is ready to take on the competition. So do it right now. COMM, C-O-M-M, / B-Stool on the app. Get on Whoop today with code TAKE for 15% off, and please beat Billy. We cannot recommend it enough. Whoop is an awesome app. Get in tune with your body. Figure out how to get those fitness goals in 2020. Get on Whoop today with code TAKE for 15% off, and please, please, please beat Billy. Okay, here he is, Luke Bryan. Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. It is a country music performer. He won 2013 Entertainer of the Year by the Academy of Country Music Awards. He's got a new album out. It's called Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. It is Luke Bryan. Thank you so much for joining us, Luke. We appreciate it. The new album, let's start there. Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. Where's here? We talking Nashville? Or we talking Georgia?
Georgia, Leesburg, Georgia. Little peanut growing town down in the southwest part of Georgia, yeah.
Okay. Would you say that you're the most famous peanut farmer from Georgia?
If I'm not, I got trouble.
Well, I'm looking right now. Jimmy Carter only has 67,000 Twitter followers, and you've got like 9 million. So I think hands down it's got to be
I got Jimmy handled. I got Jimmy beat, but it's a little bit of a misnomer because I wasn't technically a peanut farmer, but I worked in ag and we owned a peanut mill. So we would buy peanuts from the farmer.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how we get our peanut butter in the stores and everything. You're the guy who makes it happen.
So the first process is the farmer to grow it. The second process is for my dad's mill to get it out of the field and get it ready to go to the shelling plant for peanut butter.
Okay. Would there be like a certain peanut butter that your dad's peanuts would go to? Like were you a Reese's family or a Jif or what?
There's several companies. I never knew when they went on from us. They go out and they just become a commodity at that point. So I could never tell. At some point, I think we were selling to Reese's quite a bit, or they made it.
Good work.
Yeah.
So you put Die Here in the album title, so I think it's fair for me to ask, have you thought at all maybe of getting like a peanut shell casket when you do eventually die in like 50 years? Say 50 years.
They can plant
60 years. Okay, long life, but can we maybe get that
said
set
y'all
up?
have eaten. Yes, there's a good chance you might have eaten my nuts.
Okay, nice. We've had your nuts. They're delicious. So, hey, real question here. So the new album's coming out week of July 13th. Is it weird that you're not able to tour this summer? Like, how is that thrown off your schedule? Because I assume every summer since however long you can imagine, you've been out on the road playing songs for people, especially country music, summertime. There's nothing better.
Yeah, man, it's been a learning process to retrain my body on what sleep feels like. Like, I mean, I've slept more consistently for never in my life, even because hell, you roll out of college. I rolled out of college and I went and worked for my dad. And then I went from working for my dad to leaving and going and getting in the music business. So now, I've kind of been like a regular dad, but it's been pretty, it's just been a big learning thing. My wife and I, we haven't divorced yet, so I'm pretty proud of that.
That's good. Yeah.
And, but the main thing is you really, really get accustomed to working a lot, and you do miss work. It's fulfilling, it's fun, it's exciting, it's crazy. I mean, being on a tour bus playing for fans, so certainly missing that. But trying to travel a little bit and see some spots and have some fun stuff with my family. My nephew graduated high school and he's going off to college, so trying to really have some time with him this summer.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, when you were growing up, was your family supportive of you getting into the songwriting game, or were they like, "Hey, we need you to be a peanut shelling plant manager"? Was there any pressure to follow in the family business?
My dad was like, "Get your butt out of here." He was really, and my mother too, but they were hardworking people, and I think you'd be amazed. I mean, I've met so many artists, so many country singers and songwriters that their parents didn't have their back. Their parents almost shamed them for having a dream. And man, that wasn't my scenario. I mean, my parents were like, we want the best for you. They believed in me, and so they were just trying to kick me out. Either way, they were excited, but they were really behind me.
What was it like when you were trying to make it in Nashville as a country music singer? Because I would assume everything I know about Nashville, it's just full of people trying to make it as country music singers. So was it competitive? Was it like night in and night out, you see someone, you're like, oh, that person, where do I stack up against them? That must have been a interesting time and place to be.
Yeah, it's everything you just brought up. I mean, when you leave Georgia, and I had developed a pretty good little college following, playing bars and college bars in Georgia. So I kind of thought that I had it. I was a little bit ahead of the game. I'd spent a lot of time performing on stage, but I'd never really recorded albums, and I'd never really had a big time. I'd never really written a lot of songs. So when I get to Nashville, I'm trying to figure out, you can deviate off your path. You can kind of go down the wrong road, and hell, next thing you know, 2 years, you just wasted 2 years. Well, with me, I was a little more mature. I was 25 years old when I moved to Nashville. So I was a little smarter about, I was kind of like, well, these guys, they're cool dudes, but they really don't seem like, they're just drinking and partying all the time, and they don't really have a clear vision. And then I kind of was able to really focus in on the right moves to make and really, really hit the ground running. And man, just, and then you start, the main thing was I got there and I started working my butt off right away. I started writing a lot, and I got a publishing deal on Music Row, writing, 2-3 songs a day, going out, catching shows, networking. And then I realized real quick that I was a little fish in a big pond, and I had to get better fast to really compete. I mean, because that's what it is. I mean, when you move to Nashville, you're competing for all of the other guys and girls that are trying to get on a record label. I mean, you're competing for a small spot.
Mm-hmm.
So you better get good quick or you'll be in and out of there. So thankfully I met some really, smart people that showed me the ropes on, did I make some mistakes? Did I lose some money? I did some things that cost me a little money early on, but you work through it and thank God, you come out on the other end, and man, it's amazing now. I mean, even when you feel like when you've made it and you can just go enjoy having fun, knowing that you made it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to doubt, I don't have to doubt, was it worth putting it all on the line? I mean, I know it was. Now just make sure I go have fun from here to the end of time.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like, writing songs for other people and thinking, like, at the same time you're trying to make it as a solo artist? Are you writing a song and you're like, man, I could sell this to Travis Tritt, or I could put this in my back pocket because I know this one's a hit?
Yeah, there's a lot of stress that can happen in those moments when you're, I never really, when, some of my early songs that got recorded, obviously Travis Tritt recorded one, and then Billy Currington had a number one song. And I had a little bit of anxiety about releasing these songs, but you know what, if I'm waking up, the thing that some early artists and songwriters do is they act like they're never going to write another great song. If you think that you're going to write one or two great songs in your history, then you're really not aiming high enough. My approach was, as long as I'm showing up every day and I'm writing my butt off and I'm working, better songs will come. And what actually happened is I was able to learn and hone in who I was as an artist and what I was going to be even better by writing more songs. I mean, even the first couple of songs I wrote, they were just songs that I just wrote, and I went and recorded them at a demo session. And hell, I wasn't even singing. I wasn't, my voice hadn't even reached what it would become. So it's like anything, and even in sports, if you're a great route runner, if you're slow receiver, but you're a great route runner, you can figure out how to catch the ball. You can. And so with me, I mean, I had all the tools, but I hadn't lined them all up at the right time. And when you finally line them all up, you're writing great, you're singing great, you're performing great, you're making all the right business moves. That's when it goes to the next level.
So you're kind of a genius when it comes to the naming of your songs. Is that intentional? Because it's so straightforward. For people who don't know, some of my favorite names of Luke Bryan songs: One Margarita, Drink a Beer. That one's about beer. You have, let's see, there's other ones, Knocking Boots. It's just straightforward. My favorite is We Rode in Trucks. You know what that song's about. Now, right. I'm being honest, though, that the simplicity of it is kind of genius, because it's like, this is what the song is about. Here you go. Do you do that intentionally?
So you're going on the record to call me a genius.
I actually think that. I think a lot of times people overthink what they're trying to give to their fans, and you know what your fans want. And Countryman, that's a song. There it is. So when Take My Drunk Ass Home, that's a song. That's just, it's there. There it is.
Was that one a real one?
That's a real one.
I love it.
There's some genius in it.
Were you a Stone Temple Pilots fan?
I used to dabble, yeah.
All right, what's the Interstate Love song about?
It's about that riff. The song is about a riff.
Yep.
So, I remember being a kid. Now, I loved Metallica. I loved I loved, but like Pearl Jam, I never understood what the hell they were talking about.
Well, Jeremy, that's pretty straightforward.
Kid, a crazy kid, right?
Yeah, right.
Class.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right.
Yellow Ledbetter, you can't understand what he's saying at all.
Right.
Now, I'm not knocking their music. Now, I'm going to get some hate mail, but it was amazing. I mean, I played it 24/7. But, I think in country, country's really good about keep it, there's a funny, it's almost like keep it simple, stupid, just keep it simple, have some fun. I've always, anytime, man, I could put a big old fun song out that you don't really have to try to cure the world of all of its problems. I mean, man, like you look at One Margarita. I mean, dude, that I've gone about 2 years. That's may become my biggest song of my career.
Right.
And man, it's just big fun. There's nothing scientific about it. 1 margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita shot. Now who doesn't want to do that? Right.
That's my point, though. There's some types of entertainment that it's okay. I think what's happened is people look down on certain types of entertainment where you turn your brain off and you just enjoy it, right? And that's kind of what this is. Like, you can turn your brain off and enjoy it. There's no deeper meaning than, hey, look, drinking margaritas is fun. Let's have some. The sun's out. It's a fucking fun time. You have that other song. What was the sunburnt one? The sunrise, sunburn, sunset.
Sunset.
That's a fucking day. You just explained a day.
You told a story in a song title.
Sun rises, you get a little burn, sun sets.
Hey, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
So have you thought about, just throwing it out there, a title I was thinking maybe just Drunk Again?
Or just like Biceps.
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out. That's the song title right there.
I'm Luke.
Little double entendre.
That should be a
Second
little
Amendment
autobiographical song. You could maybe make that one a little slower. Get the when they do the blue mood lighting on stage, you sit down and it's just I'm Luke and it's just a solo.
I mean, I can write shotgun and shit.
Yeah. Can we just? Is it okay if we just throw you out some song titles and you can bounce them off you?
Hey, you guys, you know what? You may write. We can in 5 minutes. We can write my next 4 albums.
Okay.
Loomis, Daisy Duke.
Ooh. That
There
one
you
might
go.
be a little too much. I'm a little confused.
Loomis, them Daisy Duke jeans.
Cute dogs. Hunting dogs. Hunting dogs.
Rusty Fender.
Rusty Fender.
That's a good one.
Ooh,
That sounds like a NASCAR driver.
Yeah. Dirty tires. That's pretty good.
I'm all about that good time.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Baseball.
Black Smoke.
Oh, Black
Ooh,
Smoke?
That's good.
Okay. What about Ball Game?
Ball game can get weird.
Fast cars, faster women. Parentheses, ain't all they cracked up to be.
What about just Game Day? That could be any sport.
Oh, yeah.
Game Day.
ESPN kind of messed us up on that.
No, but you should just ride the coattails on that. You've been on Game Day.
You could just call it Not So Fast, my friend.
See, we're already, that's 12 titles right there.
That's your next album.
I think I actually tweeted, I think I had a tweet in like 2015 where I said, finally we get Luke Bryan on College Game Day. That was sarcastic, just so you know.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Don't they play your songs all the time on Game Day? So I think I was being sarcastic. Yeah, I was like, finally.
That can be taken as two ways.
Yeah.
Today. So listen, today is. We didn't even plan this, by the way. Today is a monumental day.
June 23rd.
It's Tuesday, Margarita Day.
Taco Tuesday.
My English Cocker and my Chocolate Lab debuted on Barstool Instagram today.
Oh, what, a year ago? 2 years ago? How long ago?
No, this today.
Today?
Today.
Oh, wow, I got to go look it up.
Pull it up.
You should have a song named English Cocker. That could get confusing.
That could get, or Cocker English.
Mm-hmm. Dog Days, but it's actually just about dogs.
What
just
about
a day in the life of your doggo?
What about cock her? 2 different words.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, okay.
While we're getting stuff off our chest, I had a tweet from 2015. This is when the Panthers were playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. I just want to be open and honest about it in case you did your research ahead of time. I tweeted Luke Bryan more like Puke Bryan.
Ooh.
But But in fairness, that was a fraud tweet on my part because I wasn't even listening. I was in a bar and the sound was off, and I just figured I'd jump in and pile on the roast that was going on. I ended up watching the performance later. I was like, that's actually pretty good. So I'd just like to apologize in case you'd seen that, and also ask you, do you read your mentions on Twitter?
So, you know what, man? Your first few years in, you want to beat everybody's ass. You do, and then you just chalk it up to like, there's been some dudes that like if I see them,
yeah,
I'm just gonna have to say something.
Name names.
Nah. But I got them.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I just put them in the little old redneck, go redneck on your ass point of my brain. Because I do have that side of me. I'm just really good at controlling it.
Right. But you made it, like you said. That had to be the moment. Like, what was the moment that you officially said, you know what, I've made it? Like, I don't have to care about what people say about me.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. He goes, Luke, just anytime you get pissed off at the world, just reach down there and pat that front hip pocket.
I like that.
That's very good advice.
Yes.
What, in your opinion, is the greatest country song ever written?
Man, the greatest country song ever written. I mean, historically, He Stopped Loving Her Today. When you look at, it's hard to top that one. But personally, my favorite country song is What I'd Say. It's a song written. It's an old Earl Thomas Conley song called What I'd Say. And when I was a kid, it was the first time I remember being a kid and going, man, that dude is hurting. His ass is hurting, And that's why it always stuck with me. So
interesting. I've always wondered, because I grew up listening to country music, what is a honky-tonk? How is a honky-tonk different from just a bar?
Well, the key elements of a honky-tonk are a sawdust dance floor, mostly a jukebox that spins vinyl records.
Okay.
Just an old band, like a band in the corner behind, honky tonks. The honky tonks were, man, they were a thing of beauty back when they were. Most of honky tonks typically had oyster shells in the parking lot.
Okay, so somewhere around the Gulf, maybe.
What's that?
Somewhere around the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, but it was just another fun little element. I mean, if you're walking into a place that's got neon lights, certainly neon lights in the window, jukebox, a small dance floor. I mean, I play, just shady old characters there. You got people that they're just there every day. Some of them have shoes on, some of them don't.
Mm-hmm.
Damn old mangy dog laying in the floor. That's a honky tonk.
No air conditioning.
Yeah. We play a game on this show called We Read a Headline, and this headline, I need you to just explain it to me. This is actually from what's today's date? This is actually from like 4 days ago. Luke Bryan's wife Caroline attacked by turkey with a bad reputation. What the fuck,
dude? So here's the thing. People will actually question whether I'm country or not. I'm like, well, I don't get it. Anyway.
Read the headline, dude. Yeah, your wife's getting attacked by turkeys.
So I've got a buddy. I got a buddy of mine that thought it would be funny. So we've got this little rescue animal barn, and we've got some little miniature horses and donkeys, and we've got sheep and goats and all kind of stuff. And my wife, man, she goes down there and feeds these animals every day and loves on them. And man, it's her, she gets, every evening, man, she drives down there and she loves on these animals. It's truly like what she does to get away. Well, I got this crazy buddy that dropped a tamed white turkey, dropped the turkey off. And his name is Al. And he's become kind of famous. My wife posts pictures of Al all the time. So Al lives at our farm. Well, we've had him about 3 years. And my wife just loves the turkey. The dogs will go down there and literally the dogs will go down there and just whoop the shit out of Al, just attack him, tear all his feathers out. My wife will take him to the vet. He'll stay at the vet, grow his feathers back. And then, so about once every 6 months, something whoops Al's ass. Well, as Al has grown and become a mature turkey, the wild turkeys at the farm come and whoop his ass about once every 3 days. So Al has gotten more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've heard of like cockfighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the reason why, they have spurs. Turkeys have long spurs. Have y'all ever seen them?
Yeah.
So they're about 1 inch long. Well, Al's spurs are 1 inch long. So my wife is feeding at the barn, and she turns to get on her golf cart, and that damn turkey runs up and spurs her behind the kneecap.
Oh.
And you know those 2 big tendons that run behind your
Yeah.
The 2 big ones that run behind your kneecap? Dude, that spur hit her right in that tendon.
Oh.
And folded her up folded her up.
Jeez.
So where does this turkey's reputation come into play? It feels like maybe they were demonizing the turkey a bit in the headline.
He's become just famous from his shenanigans. He's always, he'll run the cable guy. He'll run the cable guy up in the, he hates me. Like if I get out of my truck, he's trying to attack me. And, turkeys, let's just say poultry in general, they don't, if you go kick the hell out of them, they don't remember that you kicked them.
Okay, got it.
They don't go, oh, this guy, they just don't have that element. So we captured Al and moved him to another farm way out in the country.
Okay, good. So he can have his bad reputation somewhere else. So you got to have a song, Big Al or Al with the bad
Bye-bye, Big Al.
Bye-bye, Big Al.
If I were you, I would have.
Hey, did you see my dogs on Instagram?
Yes. Very good-looking dogs. Very good-looking dogs.
I would have insisted that we eat Big Al, like the ultimate bit of revenge.
Well, let me just say that you remember that little redneck? I went redneck, and I drove to the barn to rid us. Mm-hmm. I mean, so first of all, when a turkey spurs you, so Caroline, my wife, she had to get on steroids. She had to do antibiotics. Like, you don't know what kind of bacteria is on a turkey spur. I'm like, that's all I need is my wife to die from a damn turkey attack.
Right.
So anyway, but I went down there to handle Al, like my dad would have, but my wife pleaded with me. And
spare Al.
I have so much money invested in that turkey, like those tuna, those $1 million tunas that they catch and ship to China, for ahi or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, Al's price per pound is probably the same as ahi tuna. So I was gonna enjoy frying his ass.
Yes.
He's got a story behind him now. I feel like there would be a bidding war for the rights to Al. But you pardoned him, like you did a presidential pardon on that turkey. That's very noble of you.
These dogs are so cute, man. These dogs are some good-looking dogs. Real good-looking dogs.
You couldn't pay me money for those dogs. Those are, yeah.
Well, I mean, you have a lot of money, so.
Yeah, but still, everything has a price.
$1 billion for one of your dogs.
Never in a million years.
$2 billion.
Oh, two? No, you said billion.
Billion.
Yeah, billion. They're out of there.
All right, cool. Got it. We got your dogs. We got them. How many pickups? How many pickup trucks?
Who was it? Barbara Streisand that cloned her dog or whatever.
Yes.
So I'll go Barbara Streisand on you and just clone them.
Clone them. How many pickup trucks do you own? He's counting. 1, 2,
3.
That's it?
Well, I've got a Chevy Silverado that I drive, and then I've got the best thing I ever did is I've got a Denali that I put like 35-inch tires, 8-inch lift, and I totally like made it look like a transformer, you know?
Okay.
So my Denali is essentially a truck, and then I've got well, I take that back. I got a couple farm trucks that some of my farm guys drive.
An older
I've
one.
probably got about 5 trucks.
Yeah, if you have a truck that's from before the year 1980, that's like the first truck that you let your kids drive when they're 6 years old.
Yeah, I mean, you got and also you know your Chevy Silverado. That's your probably going out to dinner truck. That's your city truck. And you got your farm trucks.
So my brother, I lost my brother in '96, and he had a white Silverado, and my wife went and found it, and we redid it, and I have that truck, and it's awesome, a '96 Silverado.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. You have like the perfect voice for a country music singer. If they drew it up in a lab, I'm talking to like the ideal voice of a male country music singer. Do you find that a lot of people in Nashville like have to work at putting on that inflection, something that comes to you naturally?
I think that if you're working at it, you know, maybe you can have a few hits and fool people. But I think once the country music consumer kind of goes, you know, this guy doesn't talk like he sings, and it's almost like I think they start sniffing you out.
Yeah.
You know, you can, you know, the biggest thing, the most important thing for me is to make sure when they come watch me in concert that I sound like the records. I remember being a kid and going and watching a singer, and I'm like, oh my God, he doesn't, you know, he's a phony. He doesn't sound like, so that's always been a big thing for me. But you know, I mean, I think the true talents that rise to the surface, I think they're authentic in what they're doing. You know, I think when you get up in that level of 10, 12 big hits, you know, I think you've checked all the boxes and you deserve to be there.
Yeah.
Do you still get nervous before you go on stage?
You know, not really. I mean, it depends on the environment. You know, like when I did the Super Bowl at the anthem, you don't get more nervous than that. That's the highest level of nerves. But I get jacked up and ready and fired up. You know, I mean, now I'm not running around, you know, busting bottles over my head and people are slapping me in the face, getting me pumped up. But man, I enjoy the thrill of going out to perform. I mean, man, when the lights go down and you can feel that energy in the speakers, I mean, it's the best drug in the world. I mean, you know, it's just nothing's better than that.
Yeah.
When they asked you to perform the national anthem, did you know what the over-under was?
Well, here's the deal. I sang it live, no track, which, you know, I'm not bragging, but I don't know if anybody's really done that in a while. I mean,
I've done it like 7 times, but yeah, go ahead for our rough and rowdy.
So what
fights.
was interesting is every time I performed it, 1 minute it'd be 2 minutes 11 seconds, the next minute it'd be 2:14. So when I got in the moment. So when you walk out there to perform it, like I realized that I was doing pretty damn good. I was like, my confidence started building within the moment. And then I started milking it a little bit and kind of trying to, you know, because once, you know, the biggest part is walking your ass out there and the announcer going, ladies and gentlemen,
right,
here to perform our nation's anthem. I mean, if you hadn't shit in your pants by then, you're probably going to make it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when I started actually singing it on key, on time, and you start hearing the crowd start, you know, everybody's like, whoa, you know, you start hearing all that, then I started milking it and I ran over a little bit. So
yeah.
I cost some of my buddies a little bit of money, but hell with them.
I had one last question. I read that before every show, you eat a whole bag of Lay's potato chips. Is that true?
That's an old deal. I used to eat them in the studio when I was singing a little bit.
Okay. So you don't eat them anymore?
I don't eat them before a show. Rare. You know, the beauty of a potato chip like that, the oil and the salt is really soothing. So if your voice is really, like if you guys are on the air.
We should start doing that.
You've done a lot of talking.
Mm-hmm.
And your voice is about gone and you want to soothe your voice a little bit, eat a eat a Lay's.
I
You gotta
like
start
that.
eating more potato
wow.
chips.
I never knew that.
Is it
Eat a Lay's.
Is it true that you get a better singing voice the heavier you are?
I don't know about that. I know that the male voice reaches full maturity, they say, at 38 years old.
Oh, so maybe one
we
day
haven't
I'll be
peaked
able to
yet.
sing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't peaked yet.
Something to look forward to.
We're both 35, so we got 3 years. Love
3
that.
years and you're ready to move to Nashville, boys.
Yes, become a star.
Were you jealous and upset that you didn't think of the word chillaxification first before Kenny Chesney did?
On Chesney?
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty damn, I couldn't even begin to spell that one.
Do you know what chillaxification means? Because we figured out with the chill part, the lax part, but what's the ification?
Well, see, I love Metamucil. So maybe laxative like chill.
Yeah.
There you
No, I'm
go.
playing.
No,
See, but
the ultimate chill
this is
just
why
shit in your pants.
Luke is a genius. He would have his tour would have just been let's chill and relax.
That's right, yeah.
You know?
I'm thinking about bowel movements and how healthy that is to make your day go great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just chill
Just
out.
a chill tour.
Just chill out. All right, well, Luke, this has been awesome, man. Born Here, Live Here, Die Here is out this week. We're going to run it the week that it comes out. We appreciate you stopping by via Zoom. We'd love to have you on in person next time you're able to travel and you're in New York City, but this has been a lot of fun, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Love the show. And, man, like I said, thanks for having me on.
All right. Thanks so
Enjoy
much,
your time,
man.
man.
Have
See
a
ya.
good one.
Y'all have a great summer.
Okay, thanks to Luke Bryan. Awesome interview. Before we get to segments, we are brought to you by our friends at Cross Rope. These days, we're all looking for ways to stay fit while we're spending more time at home. Cardio machines aren't exactly motivating, and the cost of home gym equipment can add up fast. I found a cool, different way to get a great workout for a fraction of the cost. It's called Cross Rope, the sleek weighted jump rope system that makes working out at home fun. I know you won't believe me, but I'm going to say it anyway. I actually bought Cross Rope 2 months ago before I found out they were a sponsor, and I've been doing it all the time. It's super easy to get in. All you need is to buy the Cross Rope, your phone, and a little bit of open space. They have different workouts that they'll take you through on the app. You can you jump, then you stop, do some push-ups, jump some more, stop, do some squats. They bring you through everything. It's a great, great workout. Doesn't need a lot of equipment, doesn't need a gym membership. You can do it in your backyard, you can do it in your basement, you can do it anywhere. Living room, it doesn't matter. Cross Rope's the way to go. And they have the weighted jump ropes as well, so you get a little bit of that bulk, a little bit of that tone going with Cross Rope. So thanks to Cross Rope, the most efficient cardio workout just got even better. Weighted ropes, like I said, combine high-intensity cardio with full body strength training. Get your heart rate up while you're working your core, back, shoulders, arms, glutes, and more. No fluff, just a fun, effective workout anyone can do. So get it right now. Cross Rope, it's super easy. You order it, you download the app, and you enjoy the results. And if you're getting ready to do it, if you're getting ready for this new cardio and full body home workout, visit crossrope.com/PMT. Get up to $40 off Cross Rope sets plus free shipping when you check out today at crossrope.com/PMT. PMT, put it in there. That's crossrope.com/PMT. I cannot recommend it enough. Get those fitness goals going with crossrope.com/PMT. Barriers to entry super low. You don't need all the machines and everything. It's so easy. Jumping rope also makes you feel like a boss when you get in that rhythm. Crossrope.com/PMT. Okay, segments. And we have a Monday reading. First up, we have Way to Stay Relevant Golf. Awesome playoff today in one of the tournaments they're doing. I think it was Dustin Johnson. No, was it Justin Thomas?
Justin Thomas.
Justin Thomas versus Colin Morikawa. Yeah. There we go. Jake's got all the pronunciations. I saw some highlights, and I saw some highlights because it wasn't on TV. How do they have a golf tournament when there's no other sports happening and it's not on TV?
Because they were too busy doing the broadcast of like the Pro-Am.
Yeah.
Who was in the Pro-Am? It was like Kyle Williams from the Bills.
Darren Williams.
Darren Williams was in there.
Thielen.
Yeah.
How? This is like the MLB having the blackout.
You have a problem.
still.
You have a problem with your
That's
sport
crazy.
when people would rather watch people from other sports playing your sport
Yes.
than the best people at your sport.
And
playing
it was
your sport.
thrilling and awesome. Yeah, you're right. It would basically be like the NBA is back. Let's watch the celebrity game from last year's All-Star.
Let's
Weekend.
watch Woj and Schefter go 1-on-1
Right.
at it.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What is going on in golf? Do we need to fix golf?
I think
just
we
need-
do.
We should need Brooks to start.
And they're not on Fox
crushing
anymore.
skulls.
No more Joe Buck.
Really?
Okay, so bring it back to Fox.
Wait,
involve.
he's got the U.S. Open though,
I'm pretty sure they didn't re-up their contract or
but
something.
he's got this year.
He's got this year.
Yeah, but I recently remember them all tweeting like, "Oh, we were doing so much stuff with Fox. It's a shame that it's over."
Okay, you want to fix golf?
Yeah.
Make the balls different colors, neon colored balls for each player. Involve Cletus, the dancing Fox robot, somehow,
Yes.
even when it's not on Fox.
Let everyone do the same steroids that Bryson DeChambeau is doing, allegedly.
Yeah, throw Bryson
No.
DeChambeau into a well.
This year,
What?
U.S. Open will return to NBC beginning with this year's championship.
What? They can just pull it on Joe Buck like that? Oh, poor Joe.
What did he do to
What do you
deserve this?
say? Go ahead, Jake.
I have the reason why the golf was not on TV. They moved it up to 7 a.m. this morning due to weather. So it was still slated at 3 p.m. But yeah, contractually they couldn't show it this morning. I
Okay.
guess. If there was no weather
Understand
issues,
it. Just figure it out.
Here you go. Build
if
a
there were no
dome.
weather issues, they would have had it.
This
this
is
afternoon.
why they need someone who just sits in all of these
what was playing on TV? That
bull
was,
riding, which is electric.
The
But
dog competition was
Jess
on
Lockwood,
too.
Yeah.
they just need one person at all of these
cousin.
companies at ESPN, CBS, NBC, who just sits there and he's like, "Wait, this makes no fucking sense. Just put it on TV. I'll answer for it later."
I would love to see Chris Berman get back involved in golf.
Yes.
That's actually an easy way for him to get back in front of a camera. Just like send him to the best golf resorts in the world.
And he also doesn't really need. I mean, golf. The golf telecast. The best part about the golf telecast is when they put like Vern Lundquist at like 17. He just sits there and he just announces that hole all day.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Berman could do it from his living room.
Yes.
Just give him like a glass of iced tea and a Lazy Boy recliner, and Boomer will deliver you golf
Ready to
highlights.
go. All right, we have a drunk idea. What was this drunk idea?
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
So it wasn't a drunk idea.
Well, it was. I consider all of our brains to be kind of drunk right now with
Wet
how
brain.
online we are and how like difficult this last couple 3-4 months has been without any sports. But it is kind of a drunk idea. It's what if they made a video game that was just an Obama simulator?
So it's just Obama.
You get to be Obama in the White House.
Not after? I want to make my Netflix special.
No, you don't get to do that. You have to be in the
Oh.
White House, so you have to deal with you have to go play basketball with whatever person from UNC is over at the time, and then you have to go to the Situation Room and try to double tap somebody from Al Qaeda. You get to make new drones with your bare hands.
Do something cool. Tweet something cool.
You get
and sign it BO.
Yeah, sign it BO.
Drop a mic.
Drop a mic.
Drop a mic. You get to
Sounds like the most boring game of all time.
you get to let's see, you're chilling in the Rose Garden and you have to give a speech, and then some boring ass reporter has to ask you follow up questions, and then you can throw something at them.
Yeah, I'm out on the Obama.
On the
simulator.
Obama
this
simulator?
definitely was an idea. I was half listening when we talked about this idea.
I think it's a
Good.
great idea.
It was good when I heard it.
That's why I'm out.
No,
You saying it was good?
No, because you could play basketball with Michael Jordan, and
Okay.
he didn't describe the part about how the video game with the drone is gonna be Michelle's gonna be like,
So you're
get
playing
off
Call
your
of
game,
Duty.
and it's
Yeah.
get off your game.
So you're basically
Barry, and it's-
playing Call of Duty and
Yeah.
NBA 2K,
Yeah,
but in the White House.
Yeah, and then Michelle comes in and she's like, "You want to fuck Obama?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll fuck you." And she's like, "Okay, Obama,
Were you?
I'm so
did you
horny."
just try to? You just tried to do an Obama. Voice.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You get-
Yeah,
like-
you did.
Well,
Yeah, you
look,
did.
Let's be clear. I've got
no, don't.
Listen,
please don't.
I've got a massive
Please
erection
don't.
here.
Please don't.
I'm gonna use the pocket veto.
Okay,
Michelle, I
please
got a
don't.
UAV over
You know
here.
what? I'm in on the idea if we don't do any more Obama impressions.
Oh, well, look,
All right. Okay.
they release a new one every 4 years.
let's be clear.
Someone's got to make the Obama. Who's that guy who made us those video games? Remember him? He was making all those games online. The 3-point shooter that was so sick. Where'd he go? That guy needs to come back.
Where you get to build your own death panel. That'd be sick.
I want that guy to come back. Maybe he can build it for us.
It's called Jade Helm. All right, gonna take over
we
Texas.
all right, do the ad. Do the ad. I can't do this.
I can't get off the game.
Billy,
It's real life.
Billy.
Okay.
All right. This Monday reading is brought to you by our good friends at Death Wish Coffee. In this seemingly never-ending lockdown the world is going through, it's tough to stay motivated, especially when you're supposed to be working from home. But thanks to the people at Death Wish Coffee, they are the makers of the world's strongest coffee. You can stay caffeinated to do whatever you do when you want to be excellent at whatever it is that you're doing. So Death Wish Coffee is the way that I start my day every morning. It is like 3 times stronger than the next best coffee that I've ever had. It is a kick in the ass to get you started in your morning. Death Wish Coffee always delivers. When baseball season looks like it's going to be put off and you don't know what to wake up for in the middle of your summer, wake up with Death Wish Coffee. When the gym's closed, wake up with Death Wish Coffee. When you can't improve your game on the back nine, wake up with Death Wish Coffee. It's a dark roast blend. It has double the amount of caffeine than your average cup of coffee. It's got a smooth, bold taste. Death Wish Coffee is going to wake you up and help you get ready to take on the day. Death Wish Coffee is available in a whole bean ground death cups and cold brew. Crack a can of cold brew with a smooth, strong taste. It packs 300 milligrams of caffeine per can. That's more than C4, I believe, the pre-workout C4. I think that Death Wish Coffee actually has more caffeine in it than a pre-workout formula does. So if you're the average Joe slamming back weak-ass coffee every morning to get you moving, your coffee should be highly caffeinated and you should work hard. It should work hard for you. So challenge yourself to try Death Wish Coffee. You're going to love it. Say yes to extraordinary. Get Barstool's coffee of choice at deathwishcoffee.com. Save 15% off your order when you use the promo code VIVA at checkout. That's promo code deathwishcoffee.com. Promo code VIVA for 15% off. Viva La Strong Coffee.
Okay, let's do our Monday reading. Before we do it, we're going to absolutely admit this is most likely fake, but it's still hilarious and still a great idea and still a good Monday reading. So we know. We're not dumb. We know. But if it wasn't, it would be incredible. Okay, here it is. My 25-year-old boyfriend keeps asking me to invest in his soup tube business idea, and I'm not sure how to deal with it.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, wait till you hear it, because it's even better than I initially thought. Okay, here it goes. I've been living with my boyfriend for about 7 months. 2 weeks ago, he sat me down and presented a PowerPoint presentation with his business idea. That is just a hilarious visual to begin with.
Do you think she's rich?
Or just like, I need your backing. Like, we're about to sink everything we have into this idea.
Into my soup tube business?
I want you to be ride or die with me.
Yeah. It's always good when you have to put together a deck for your spouse.
Yes, a PowerPoint in the living room. That's that's where real business gets made. I knew he'd been working on an idea, but he didn't want to tell me about it until it was finished. Based on his enthusiasm and his prior seemingly intelligent nature, I thought maybe it'd be a pretty cool idea. Instead, he presented to me an idea about soup tubes. The idea, if you can call it that, whoa, that's already really judging, by the way. The idea, if you can call it that, is to construct a series of tubes throughout our city that leads to centralized soup kitchens. For a monthly subscription, a customer could subscribe to a tube of soup, and a tube extension would be built off the nearest mainline tube and directly into the customer apartment or home.
I love how in this guy's imagination, cities are like that. You've got power lines, you've got water lines, and then you've got soup tubes. Just soup tubes that connects every single thing together. It
is genius.
Yes, I mean, find the flaw in it.
Difficult to pull off, yes, but genius nonetheless. So, based on a subscription level that would determine the quantity of soup a customer could pour and how many types of soup, the tubes are basically the size of pipes like you might see under a sink, but he insisted that it must be called soup tube, not soup pipe. Tube just zings better. I completely agree with that.
Yes, soup tube.
Soup tube.
You've also got that cross-promotion thing going on. People are used to saying YouTube.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds similar to that.
What would you probably get, like some kind of chili?
Cereal. Also a soup.
What tubes would you get hooked
Pho.
up?
I would get pho tubes.
Maybe a clam chowder?
Maybe ramen. I feel like the chowder would get a little funky if you didn't clean it out enough.
A little chicken noodle, just some basic chicken noodle.
Tomato soup, tomato basil.
Soup, yeah,
that'd be good.
So I would need
melted
at least
ice cream.
5 or 6 tubes in my house. linked up. Could you imagine the property value too when you're looking for a new home? And you're like, this guy already has 10 different tubes installed.
Dude, it's huge. So you could waste your time going to the grocery store and buying cans of soup, or you could just put your bowl underneath a fucking tube in your kitchen.
This also is kind of the way that, in an Orwellian world where we all just, the government just puts tubes in all of our homes and just, instead of going to, there's no grocery stores anymore, they just, pump food through the tubes to us.
You're going to eat.
We just eat the sludge.
You're going to eat whatever the fuck we put into your
gullet.
There's
a baby tube, and then there's an adult tube.
It's like Soylent.
Yeah.
We're basically at the Soylent age right now.
Yes.
This would actually work with beer. For the subscription. No?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Beer tubes would work.
Yeah, people would actually do that.
Yeah. Beer tubes.
Why?
You're gonna Zuckerberg this guy?
Yeah, I'm going to Zuckercuck him. Beer tubes.
Okay.
Beer tubes. That's intellectual property of Billy football.
Billy just fucking flipped this thing. Beer tube.
That actually would work.
Yeah.
Also, wait, check the.
So you turn the entire town into a bar.
Yes.
There's just a single keg in the middle.
Right. It's just a reservoir of beer.
Instead of a water tower, it's just a beer tower.
Yeah, it's just a
And
big
it connects
keg.
everybody.
I like that. Okay.
What's beertube.com? Is it taken yet?
Yeah, it is.
Probably.
It's definitely
really
taken.
Fucked up.
Why don't you just have it be pure alcohol?
Not taken.
No?
Buy
Boom.
that shit.
Beertube.com. Purchase it.
Dude, buy that shit,
I just
Billy.
Zuckercucked this dude.
Buy it.
What if you just had pure alcohol and everybody just had an IV drip all the time? So everyone was walking around buzzed.
Or patches.
Patches, yeah.
Alcohol
patches.
All right, so let's get back to Soup Tube, but I like your idea, Billy. Good job. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. At first, I asked if he was crank yanking me or something, but he was completely sincere. Obviously, the idea is completely insane. The notion that the city would authorize somebody to construct a series of tubes everywhere that carry soup into homes is, of course, ludicrous. And even if such an initiative was approved, the cost for such an operation would be ridiculous. Now, this is a naysayer and a person who doesn't dream.
Surround yourself by positive people in your life, because she is being very judgmental about this idea. There's always a million reasons not to construct a city just out of metal tubes that feed soup from a centralized location. But if you really want to get into it, what this person has done with their idea of soup tubes, they just pitched their girlfriend in the living room, and now the world knows about this idea.
Right.
So it seems to me like the marketing's already taken care of.
Right. And
it seems like it's a great idea.
Right. It went viral, and it's like, hey, Soup Tube. You would have to charge outrageous prices for customers to install and subscribe to a soup tube. And who would pay? I just love the name Soup Tube. Mm-hmm. And who would pay for such a service when canned soup costs like $1 or $2? You have to fucking go out and buy the canned soup, idiots.
Yeah, if they asked Henry Ford what Americans wanted, he said that they would have said build a faster horse.
Right.
He built a car.
I would assume the soup tube, it's fresh soup.
Mm-hmm. Well, we would assume so, yeah.
Right.
Maybe,
I would hope.
Maybe they just buy all the can. If I'm making soup tubes, I just go to every fucking grocery store in town. I buy all the cans of soup. You have no choice but to get your soup from me.
Right. Or you can buy soup from a restaurant for a few dollars. Again, doesn't come in a tube. I explained these things as politely as I could, but he dismissed them, and all I said that tube-based soup delivery is the wave of the future. He then asked me how much I wanted to invest, and I told him nothing, and he looked absolutely heartbroken. Since then, almost every day, he's asked again for me to invest and keeps trying to sell me on this idea. He's also doing the same thing to a lot of his friends. I want to be friends with this guy.
I was going to say, at the start of the story, I thought maybe this dude lost in fantasy football last year, and this was like the big bet that he had to pay off, where it's like, okay, you got to pitch your girlfriend on like the soup tube idea.
Yeah.
And you have to stay committed to it. That could be one reason why this is going around right now. But I think a much more likely reason is that this is just a great idea.
It's a fucking great idea.
I would, no exaggeration, I'd probably have 5 or 6 different soup tubes installed in my kitchen right now.
Out of the Monday readings we've done, Dave & Buster's guy's number one. The dude who, what would he call Showers? The guy who started talking like The Sopranos? I like that guy.
Drapini.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the Drapini. He's number 2. Soup Tube's number 3.
I like the mouse guy.
Oh, yeah, the mouse guy, too. But Drapini,
I still think about the
Drapini.
mouse guy. I hope that guy and his girlfriend are doing okay.
What about the guy that just jerked off onto the rug next to his bed all the time?
Yeah, that was weird, too. But I like Soup Tube guy, so let's finish this up. It is starting to drive me up the wall. First, I'm at a loss at how he can believe such a stupid idea is worthwhile. Second, it is really goddamn annoying to be asked on a daily basis to invest in a system of soup tubes. And third, I'm also concerned for his sanity. Other than his apparent obsession with this, though he has shown no other signs. I would like some advice as to how I can reason with him or whether I should even continue this relationship. Too long didn't read. My boyfriend wants me to invest in a business venture wherein tubes would deliver soup. That's fucking genius.
It is. You know what it is? He's just reverse engineered a toilet.
He's also it's
the exact opposite of taking a crap and sending all your waste to someone. This is like the circle of life. What if you team up with a sewage treatment plant? And then all of a sudden you've got a monopoly on the consumption and the elimination of waste.
This is also a child of coronavirus. Like, this is a guy who's been sitting in his house all day looking at the same fucking wall and being like, damn, I wish there were some tubes coming out of that wall with soup. These are the type, like, coronavirus and the pandemic have been terrible, but there will be genius ideas like Soup Tube that will come out of this, and we'll be better off as a society.
I think what's going to happen is it's ahead of its time, and so 75 years from now, we'll all have soup tubes in our house, and we'll look back at this guy and be like, can you believe that we laughed at him?
Right. I think
I'm on the right side of history here.
Dude, I'm ready to go as far as to say that we should tube everything. Like, we should have human tubes instead of cars.
I never want to leave my house.
No, just, like, imagine if you wanted to come to work and you just got sucked up in your human tube and just spit out here.
Like,
I think Elon's working on that.
Yeah.
Like we're at a bank and you're just sending yourself.
Correct.
Yes, I like that.
A quick meal with a soup tube, just quickly like put your mouth on it and just
you chug the soup?
Yeah, chug the soup and run.
What if it's hot?
Well, maybe you can just set your temperature how you want it. Because
that's for like special occasions, Cat. For like a family meal, you want a hot soup.
But like quick soup.
If you wake up,
is it all you can eat after you subscribe?
I'm sure it is. And think of all the time that you would save. You wake up, you're late for work, stop in the kitchen real quick, just like shoot a shotgun load of like 70 milliliters of clam chowder into my throat, and I'm out the door.
Wait, couldn't you just then open up a soup restaurant with all the soup tubes and just undercut them?
You have to. That's a reseller's deal.
Okay.
So you have to have a license for that.
Right. That seems like
you
that's
can make
a whole
communal soup.
But why would anybody go to the soup tube restaurant
when you can get
your soup tube at your house?
Soup tube, the initial installation is cost prohibitive. I would understand. Like I would imagine that Soup Tube. You know what they should do is Soup Tube. It should be like mortgages. You can basically pay, you can get a down payment on your Soup Tube install, and you pay monthly.
You put it on layaway.
Right, exactly. So everyone get a soup tube for everyone. The American dream is everyone owns a soup tube.
There's a water fountain and a soup fountain and at the playgrounds. So all the little kids can have soup.
Ooh, yeah. Especially in like cold weather places.
And no one will go hungry.
That's true.
We'd eliminate a big problem in today's society.
Boom.
Soup everywhere.
I love it. I really do enjoy this idea. I think I would unironically purchase this system.
Absolutely. If I could just hit a button and have soup, any kind of soup, in my like bowl at home.
It's like a Coca-Cola freestyle machine, except for soup.
Right.
Imagine that.
It would be incredible. So Soup Tube, yes. Beer Tube, are you going to buy beertube.com?
Let's see how much it costs.
Okay. There's no way he's going to buy it.
Could I have an investment?
Yes.
Would you invest in Beer Tube?
Yes.
Perfect.
$100.
Awesome. Okay.
What are you going to do with it?
He was just doing the math on how much his speeding ticket was.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. All right, that's third. All right, I'll give you $100, but I want 15% of the company.
Okay.
Perfect. Damn, that's a low valuation, dude.
I'm just going to buy a beer bong.
And be like, this is the prototype.
I've invented Beer Tube.
Yeah.
It's a really long beer bong. I go stand up on the roof and I pour beer into it, and it goes into various rooms.
I'm going to hire some employees, and they're going to be my buddies. And
I'll pay you $100 to just take off those stupid fucking shoes.
Seriously? Put it up? Do you have $100 on
Yes.
No, Billy, don't.
Take them off.
They're going to smell awful.
Yeah,
All right.
actually, don't take them off.
Yeah, don't take them off. Wednesday, we have Tim Woods back. So Dungeons and Dragons, that will be interesting. We will see everyone then.
Love you guys.
Common love isn't for us. We created something phenomenal, don't you agree? Don't you agree? You got me feeling diamond rich. Nothing on this planet compares to it, don't you agree? Don't you agree? All night, I ride with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Let's get physical. All night, I ride with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical.